All right guys, so my client wants a burst fade that runs all the way down over here. Usually we'd go in and we debulk. I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight to my clipper over comb and start debulking all this area right here. My JRL clipper. To kind of create that base, I'm gonna go in with my 4-guard lever open. Next, when we set that base, we're just gonna saturate the hair really quick. We've separated my client. This is how it should look. Basically, we're just separating this side of the head with the other side. That's how I like to think about it. His cowlick area was right here. Now we're just gonna take some graduation. Vertical guide right here. Squeeze this out. Pull it out. Now from the front, just make sure you guys saturate the front. With my thinner side of the comb, I'm gonna comb everything down. You wanted it kind of like at the top right here. So this doesn't necessarily have to be so perfect. We're just trying to remove some of the length. Next thing, we're gonna create a line going straight down like this. Pull up this line right here. We're gonna cut this much. So once we trim this side, we can already start trimming this side too. You guys just have to separate the hair again, create that nice vertical section. We already cut that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and split this right here and not worry about anything that's on this side yet. Comb all this down. Start restarting that process. We already have that cutting line right there. We can start in the front or we can start in the back. Again. Once you guys finish that trim, we're gonna add some slight texture real quick. This is kind of a lazy way to apply texture. You guys probably see this in a lot of barber videos, but it does work. You're kind of slicing through the hair. I'm kind of aiming for those thicker spots and not closing my scissors all the way through. I'll apply some sea salt spray. I highly recommend this one. Next, with my diffuser, my XL blow dryer by Gamma. So the type of burst fade or fade that I'm gonna be doing on this cut is gonna be basically going from right here, the edges of a C cup. I'm gonna dip it all the way down over here. Essentially, we wanna set the ball line kind of right, a very soft ball line right there. His C cup area is right here. He has really long sideburns, so that could be really deceiving. Make sure you guys just take out the sideburn. So we have a good idea of where to set our line. Probably gonna set it right here at the start of the C cup. See, now we have the lining. Just kind of like a low burst fade. So we're gonna bald this out at the end. Anytime I do anything that's low, I like balding at the end. I just don't like taking that risk of making it too bald in the beginning, and it makes it harder and I have to push it up. Next, with the JRL clipper, 1 guard lever open, this makes the half, 1 guard attached, this is the 1.5. We're gonna go 2 fingers. Now from the back side. Now with the 3 guard lever open, we're gonna go about 2 fingers above now too. Same thing, flare out from the back over here. Just use a very soft, gentle touch, guys. Super key to just feather, because we wanna keep that nice bulky area right there. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up the C-cup area right here, starting at the top. It's like making everything look kind of clean. Once that's at the top, I'm gonna tilt my trimmer. Next, right here, we got that 1.5, 3.5, 2 fingers. We're gonna try to blend everything on top of that with our thinning shears. Right here with my YS Park comb. So working with tighter areas like low fades, low burst fades, I like usually starting with that 1 guard lever open. Then I go in with that 3 guard lever open, and anything on top of that is gonna be what we blend with our thinning shears. So next thing, guys, we're gonna grab our JRL clipper, open up the lever. We're gonna go fingers length above, starting right here from the back side. Just 1 finger, very gently, just letting your machine do all the work. So how we're gonna blend this, we're first gonna start from the ear to the temple. So with my saber clipper, lever open now, we're gonna go from the lever open to 3/4 open now. We're almost gonna hit the top of the line, but not go all the way up. Midway. We're gonna close it and hit the beginning of the line. So essentially we started with it all the way open. We hit the midway point. Then we close it all the way and hit the beginning of the line. As what I'm doing right now is called lever play. So when I lever play, I just like switching from either closing the lever and hitting the beginning, and as I keep working my way up, you wanna just keep opening the lever little by little. Once that side's blended, then we can move on to this side over here now. So let's repeat the process. We blended this. Now lever open again, just to make sure that the whole line is consistent. So now let's go 3/4 open. Repeat the process. Well, now we're going from the ear to the back side over here. Go midway. Hit the midway point. Gonna close it and hit the beginning of the line. So once we finish blending that first line out, usually I'll go with the 1 guard lever open, but we're gonna set a finger's length guide again with the 1/2 guard. Gonna go a finger's length, and this is gonna be a little tricky, so we're just gonna work on this side, the 1/2 guard right here, going a finger's length, gently going on top of this. What's hard about this is that we're not really gonna be able to see a visible line. So just stay very focused, go back and forth. Next, we want to go 3/4 now and work it a little bit lower now, a tiny bit. We're going to close it a little bit and go a little bit lower now. Close it all the way. So we work this area now. We want to go a finger's length now. So just continue the steps. My lever's open. Since the hair is growing downwards like this, I'm gonna attack it like this against the grain. Usually it would go in like this. I'm gonna go in like this. Go a finger's length above. Go midway now. So we can go 3/4 or midway. Let's close it all the way now. Just barely gently tap that. You guys just want to work that 1 finger's length of fading room that we have. You guys don't want to go any higher than that. Next, with the lever open, we're gonna repeat the same process. This was the trimmer line, the half, and now this is the 1.5. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with the 1.5 and I'm gonna slightly close it just like the previous step with the half guard. I'm gonna be working this area and then proceeding to the other area as well. Just feathering the hair. Feathering just means I'm gliding up towards the top. I'm gonna close it a little bit. What I'm doing here is called the feathering technique. Kind of aiming towards that bulky spots towards the top. Once we're done with the fade, for the styling part, I'm gonna add some slick gorilla right here on the roots of his head. Essentially, you see a lot of people do this. That works too, but you guys wanna get inside.